Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. You already know who it is, man. You already know. It is your boy Lewis, and I am back once again with another banger with yet another video. Before I get started with this video, man, you make sure you guys do these three things, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to always receive the latest and greatest content that I always try to provide. I appreciate you guys for always taking the time to watch the video. And as always, at the end of each video, make sure to like it and share this video. It'll only help the channel grow, man. Hope everyone is having a wonderful start to the week on this Monday afternoon. So let's get right into it. I'm going to play a video from Undisputed FS1 this morning, and you're going to see Chris Broussard, arguably one of the biggest LeBron fanboys that there is, who gives this guy so many passes and tries to sugarcoat a lot of his flaws, thinking that it's okay. We're gonna watch a little excerpt from this little clip where he talks about LeBron's disappointing effort against the New Orleans Pelicans without Anthony Davis. So they're going to talk about it, and I'm gonna give my insights on it. So let us hop right into this video.
Rondo's got one.
Okay, that adds up to 4.
Right.
LeBron's got 3, and the rest of them have 4. So
And,
they've never been
and
there
a couple
and done
of them came.
So I know Chris Broussard already had kind of talked about it since I was already up in the video, but basically he said that he was disappointed in the way that LeBron played and that how he was not really being a team player. And he says he knows that you have to have accountability in calling out guys, but he says that you also have to be able to hug them when things are hard and show that you're a great teammate. Now he went on, and let me see if he does something where he talks about the defense. See, this is where he tries to make an excuse for LeBron. Let me see if it's here. But right now I'm just going to play the video and let me see if at some point he does talk about it, and then I'm going to stop it. If not, I'll just rewind it back.
At the expense of LeBron. Rondo's,
yeah.
Chandler's,
Wow.
McGee. I mean, all of them actually.
Right. Yeah.
Lance Stephenson's been deep in the playoffs. So he was talking about essentially Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma.
So if you guys remember, LeBron made the comments about that guys on this team are so accustomed to losing these last couple of years that I'm not accustomed to losing. What a contradictory, no good SOB he is. Because when he does is, he says he was talking about the Laker organization in terms of players saying that they're accustomed to losing. Who's on your team, LeBron? Last time check. JaVale McGee. Wait a minute. Wasn't he on the Warriors last year? And wasn't he on the Warriors the year before that? He was on those two teams that beat your Cavaliers to win the NBA championship. So you can't be talking about him because JaVale McGee's a veteran. And he has 2 championship rings on your watch. You can't be talking about Rajon Rondo because last time I checked, he beat you in 2008 and 2010. And Rajon Rondo's been in the league for over 10 years. And as a matter of fact, Rajon Rondo went to 2 NBA finals on your watch in 2008 and 2010 and won a championship against Kobe's Lakers. So you can't be talking about Rajon Rondo. You certainly can't be talking about Tyson Chandler because if I remember correctly, he was on that 2011 Mavericks team that beat you and the vaunted Miami Heat, the Heatles, as you were called at that time. And Tyson Chandler was an integral part of that championship Mavs team that you had a 2-1 lead on, that you were the favorites to win, and he got a championship on your watch. So you can't be talking about Tyson Chandler because he's a veteran. Lance Stevenson. He was on the Pacer teams that took you to 7 games in 2013 in the Eastern Conference Finals and 2014 to 6 in the Eastern Conference with the Indiana Pacers. So you can't be talking about Lance Stevenson because he's a veteran and those guys went deep into the playoffs. So you must be talking about Lonzo. You must be talking who's injured right now. Ingram, who actually has been more consistently as of late, and Kyle Kuzma. Those guys have been in the league 2 to 3 years. Ingram's in his 3rd year. Lonzo and Kuzma are in their 2nd year. They've only been here 2 years. And LeBron is talking about constantly losing, and I'm not accustomed to it. So who are you talking about, LeBron? Just wondering.
Gave you 29 points. Kuzma
Exactly.
played okay. He did.
Exactly.
Reggie Bullock, is he throwing him in there too? I don't know. It was just too much. And coming off a game where, look, LeBron was spectacular offensively.
Look at this mofo talking about how spectacular he was because if you guys remember, he gave him an A for his performance against the Houston Rockets when I said that was a B-, and Skip is absolutely right in what he was talking about because LeBron James was non-existent the entire first half. Did you hear how spectacular he was? Showing his fanboyism at its finest.
He threw some pocket passes,
Oh,
some
it's a
full
distributor.
court passes. Yes.
No, I give you that.
And
Oh my goodness, Chris Broussard, what is really so surprising about that? We know LeBron is known for that. Yeah, he can make some really nice passes, but you are over-glorifying his performance with the one simple problem. That has been the theme pretty much all season. Defense, my man, defense. LeBron James can have a poor game if at least he's trying on both ends of the floor. He does not play defense anymore. And listen to Nick Wright over here, who was another one that pissed me off, talking about, okay, you guys play defense. This is what he said. This is what he said, and I quote, you guys could try to get it together on defense so that LeBron can conserve his energy and carry the load on the offensive end. What a straight load of buffoonery with that idiot Nick Wright. He tried so many ways to try to feather touch that LeBron could do that he can't really do everything that he could to try to help this team, and had a right to call him out, and he couldn't. And then he acknowledged his bad defense because he tried so hard to sugarcoat it, and he couldn't do it no matter what. And Chris Carter tried to do the same thing. But once again, let's get back to this video.
he obviously gave you his 27.
He was not in his usual attack mode.
No, he was not.
What about them three? No, and he hit some 30-footers.
He had 3 threes in the third quarter, and they lost the third quarter by 4 points. Just for the record.
Yep.
Go ahead. Okay.
He missed 6 free throws, though.
He did.
And you said, and I was going to bring this.
Free throws. The Lakers are last in the league in free throw shooting, and LeBron James missed another 4 free throws. 2 of 6 at the free throw line. But the LeBron stands, the 3-6 Mafia, are sitting over here calling this man the greatest player of all time. LeBron sniffed his own toxic and said, I am the greatest player of all time, when you've been a notoriously bad free throw shooter. But Lewis, a lot of the greats in the game are not great free throw shooters. So they more than made up for it in other areas. And I'm not saying LeBron hasn't, but Michael Jordan is a career 83.5% free throw shooter. Kobe Bryant is a career 84% free throw shooter. Larry Bird is a career 88% free throw shooter. I mean, so Steph Curry currently right now, he is on pace to be the all-time leader in free throw percentage. And if you look at the way LeBron shoots his form at the free throw line, it's why he misses a lot of free throws, and he's never tried to work on that.
Up later, but he wasn't in his usual attack mode. LeBron has always been like, I've even asked him privately, why don't you just play point guard? He's never wanted to fully commit to a point guard, but yesterday he was pretty much.
You got to be kidding me. This dude tried to make an excuse right now. How in the world are you saying that he doesn't want to be the point guard when he controls 95% of the offense, Chris Broussard? I cannot believe this clown just came on here saying that he doesn't want to be point guard and LeBron doesn't want to do the point guard role, when he keeps taking point guard responsibilities from these players. Lonzo and Rondo should be the ones doing the playmaking, not LeBron. Which is why I don't understand I just get why this guy continues to make excuses. That's the look I have right now. The look that Skip is giving Broussard, it's the same look I have. Coming out, sitting on the desk, talking about that, LeBron isn't really trying to make an emphasis on a point guard role, yet in his entire career, he's been known to play one system, which is why he gets these gaudy assists. Secondary assists is not in LeBron's nature.
Fully commit to point guard. I think part of the reason he doesn't want to fully commit is because he gets himself out of scoring. Now he's gonna get you 25 no matter what. Right. But he's not. He only took 17 shots, only 6 free throws, so he wasn't
People get so misconstrued by LeBron and how they keep gloating over his field goal percentage. If you look at LeBron's career, from 0 to 3 feet around the basket, he shoots 74.9% for his career from 0 to 3 feet. When you extend them from 10 feet beyond, LeBron James is below average by NBA standards in terms of shooting. I'm not saying that it's not smart, but we keep glorifying. Now, he's improved his shooting over the years. But the game plan is still make him beat you with jump shots, not beating you by attacking the rim. And LeBron, to this point, still does not want to post up, so he could conserve his energy to play defense. That's why I continue to say for Kobe Bryant to shoot 45% from the peripheral for a perimeter player, is vastly impressive. And the people keep misconstruing that 45% really isn't that great. 45%, honestly, Kobe's kind of really in the middle of the pack. He's not really higher or lower. So it's still pretty impressive considering, even though I wish Kobe could have managed the game a little bit better, I think it's still vastly impressive considering the fact that Kobe was able to shoot that in the hero ball era, where a lot of great individual scorers were shooting in the low 40s. Kobe was either mid or slightly above that, 45 to 47%. I think it's pretty good.
I don't think he knows that balance yet between being that point.
And by the way, LeBron, I'm telling you, he is very conscious of his field goal percentage, and I've told you guys time and time again, he is aware of the stat sheet. That is why people just look at the stats and say, oh my God, look at that. LeBron is shooting incredible true shooting percentage, this and that. You look deep into the numbers and you realize it. You look at the eye test and you look at the games. This dude is constantly picking his spots, and there's shots that he won't take. At times I'm going to say it's smart, and then at other times I say, dude, you're the best player. You have gloated to the media. You've believed your own hype. The 3-6 Mafia has been on your back. Go out there and get it done. And he's showing time and time again, more and more, how much of a phony he really is. And it's getting really sad out here in these streets.
Guard, but also scoring 35 or 30 or whatever.
What did you see in the first 3 games in the first finals against Golden State when there was no Kyrie and no Kevin Love? What did you see?
He played essentially point guard,
and he played attack.
Right? And he shot. Now he only shot 30-something%, which he hates to do.
But
Broussard, does it really matter if LeBron shot 39%? Because if I look at LeBron, my question is, does he have the heart and the desire to just go out and compete? I don't care about field goal percentage. I'm trying to put my team in the position to win. So the fact that you're making these excuses about how LeBron doesn't really want to do that because he's not about trying to take control of the load. You've been sipping too much of that LeBron Kool-Aid for so long. I mean, let's face it, you are from Ohio, bro. People trying to say, he's saying he's so disappointed, but look at every time he speaks, he's still trying to find a way to defend LeBron. How are you going to sit here and say that LeBron is not trying to be a coin card when he controls nearly 100% of the offense? These guys contradict themselves all the time and expose themselves on TV with the comments and the statements that they make, and yet and the LeBron fans just sit there and believe it like nothing.
He believes in efficiency, but you're right. I think he just had no choice. He had no choice,
but I loved it, man. They were in position.
If he can find that balance, like Miami,
Michael Jordan is the only player that I can really think of when it comes to a guy that is balanced, where he's not afraid to take shots and still always finds a way to look for the best shot. I look at him and Larry Bird as 2 guys off the top of my head that can shoot a very high field goal percentage and always look not only to be able to make tough shots, but also the difficult shots and be there and take the shots that like I said, other guys are not going to take because they're not afraid to fail.
When he played point guard, I think he was more distributor, but it was fine because you had Wade and Bosh. Right. And yesterday, but that plays into the
He had Wade and Bosh. Oh, wait a minute. I thought they were bums. Last time I checked, they were 2 top 10 players that he joined. Wade top 3, Chris Bosh top 10. 45 and 15 on Dwight Howard. Look it up on YouTube.
I would say to LeBron, you be uncomfortable and go get me 45. That's not, he don't like to do that.
There you go.
Right? He likes to give you 27, 12, 10, whatever. Go be uncomfortable. We need the 45.
Which is the numbers that he's been fooling you with to show you that he is such a great all-around player. I keep telling you guys, he is aware of the stat sheet. And that's why this is why I said that I'm going to have to reevaluate his career because he's really not looking that impressive. When you think about it. When you look at his career, not really that impressed. More and more now that I'm seeing it.
Yesterday, and LeBron's been bad defensively. It just is what it is. Since I got this from Steve, our researcher.
Listen to this.
Your guy. They were 10th. They were 10th defensively when LeBron got hurt. They were 7th defensively when he was out. Like even though they were losing, they couldn't score. Really? But defensively they were great. Since he's been back there, 25th defensively. So I'm just saying. This was not the time to separate yourself from.
Did you see what this idiot just did right now? He talked about how LeBron was 10th in defensive when he's in the lineup that they're 10th in defensive efficiency. They were 7th when he was gone, so they went up 3 spots. And then when he comes back, he's 25th. When I told you guys in a couple of videos ago that in his prime, LeBron James before the age of 30 stopped playing defense, and Chris Broussard is here trying to again sugarcoat it, trying to say that, oh, LeBron is affecting the defensive end, when you could clearly see the eye test, LeBron constantly takes plays off on the defensive end. Playing free safety out there, puts no effort, and he tried to say 10th. I'm sorry, but the ones who have the more defensive impact are guys like Rondo. He can still defend even though he's not the defender that he once was because he's gotten older. But Lonzo Ball is the one who has really the biggest defensive impact of any player. With Lonzo, once again, I'm going to say it, 8th in defensive efficiency. It's anywhere from 7 to 10, but I know that. But it's not because of LeBron, Chris. Michael Jordan, once again, I'm going to say it, ages 33, 34, and 35, past his prime, not in his prime, but still productive, made NBA first team all defense and was able to actually win 2 MVPs past his prime. LeBron James stopped playing defense before the age of 30. And here you are trying to put a feather in the cap talking about he's 10th when he's on the floor, 7th when he was out, and now 25th. He was never good defensively in the last 5 seasons. Cut it out, Chris. Cut it out. I just exposed your ass.
Your teammates, and that's. But I didn't know you. Okay, I give you that. All right, that's.
I agree. You look at LeBron use the word like approach, the way you think the game, the way you prepare for the game. And I don't just mean on game day. He's talking from an inside position, knowing, seeing how. Because the thing is, you know this about LeBron. He's very observant. Watch the way the guys prepare. Who's taking it serious? Do you know what's at stake? And you're right, LeBron, but that's why you came here.
Let me ask you this, Shannon. Why doesn't LeBron take this serious? Because he's in the Western Conference. So you're telling me that he made 8 straight finals in the Eastern Conference and the 3-6 Mafia was gloating how impressive it was. The LeBron stans who sniffed this toxic in the toxic environment that is LeBron James with the media fanboys saying that it was so impressive that it's much more impressive than Kobe's 7 Western Conference finals and 7 finals appearances in 10 years. But now, in his first year in the Western Conference, on a historic franchise like the Lakers, he possibly can miss the playoffs in his first year in the West after 8 straight trips to the finals in the East? No wonder you hold LeBron to such a high standard, and y'all still making excuses out here. Okay.
You came here to lead this team, to help them understand the gravity of the moment, and to...
I'm going to say this again, and I don't care what anybody says. LeBron James is not a leader. I repeat, spoiler alert, LeBron James is not a leader.
Never squander, never take anything for granted because these moments are precious. While they have more time than you do, it's your job. This is what you signed up for. Because it's not like you went to Golden State. It's not like you went to a team that had perennial guys.
Let me also say this. There's another reason why I think LeBron also went to the Los Angeles Lakers, even though he went out west and didn't stay out east. You also want to know why? Especially because the Lakers didn't have anything. He was trying to get rid of this notion that he did not play on super teams, so he decided to go out west where there was nothing, so then he could build a narrative saying that he builds championship teams, which was what his fanboys have been pretty much defending him ever since he moved to Miami. That's what's happening here. So really stop and think. He's trying to build this narrative because if you remember, like I said, the minute he lost to Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals in 2017, he literally sat at that podium and said he does not know what a super team is and he had never played for super teams. That's exactly what he said. And I called him out on it at that time when he literally tried to say that when 4 years prior he was talking about how great super teams were and that the NBA's always had it and let's make super teams great again. See how I caught LeBron, and I'm telling you, I'm coming out with these CVS receipts. I remember the stuff that he says. Ladies and gentlemen, as I always continue to say, stay woke.
That had been championship caliber. JaVale McGee was an ancillary part. I mean,
so what?
Has a ring, and he played the same role.
So what? Those guys are veteran players, Shannon.
Because when he was much younger then. That's not the Tyson Chandler that we see today. I get all that. And like I said, my thing is, if you can say whatever you say publicly, if it can be said and conveyed in the same way privately, do that. But every time that you're upset that guys don't perform to the level that you think they should, you can't call them out publicly. They're still upset because it was all well and good. Man, LeBron come here to play with us. Ooh, yeah, LeBron.
He chose us.
And that was their body language.
And Lonzo was he was Lonzo's favorite.
Didn't you guys remember when LeBron was showing up to summer camp, the summer league for the Lakers, when not one time when he was with the Cavaliers he even showed up to summer games? All of a sudden he tried to change that notion, talking about he cared about his teammates by showing up to summer league games because Lonzo was there, and how much of a buzz Lonzo created, mostly because of his dad. It's so funny that how LeBron talks about that a lot of these guys have losing mentality, because I'm going to even take it a step further. Brandon Ingram went to the Elite Eight with the Duke Blue Devils, so how is he accustomed to losing if he's just only in his third season? Lonzo Ball helped change that UCLA program, and they won 30 games, and he went to the Sweet 16. How is he accustomed to losing? Kyle Kuzma came from a great Utah program that ended up going into the NCAA tournament. So how is he accustomed to losing just in his second year? I just find it very funny that LeBron would say all that. So my question is that if you're not accustomed to losing, but all these guys come from winning programs and guys have won championships on your watch, who's really the loser, LeBron? I'm just wondering.
Playing with a guy like LeBron is demanding. And then he demanded that we be gone. And now we here. So we don't look at LeBron and say, whatever. I ain't listening to you. You wanted me up out of here.
So you think that's the mentality they have now?
Yeah. They're not playing with that same.
It doesn't matter, Shannon, because what's the point? Him and Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka had these guys on the trade block. He tried to trade half of his team that he kept saying that he had this great camaraderie with, to talking to Roz Goldon Wood and, all of these reporters talking about how much he cares about his team, but he tried to get them traded. And you honestly think that the environment's going to be the same when you talk about how much you care about your guys, but then you try to trade them just to get one player who I continuously say has as much injuries as on a list of a CVS receipt in Anthony Davis? Get out of here, Shannon.
They're not in the consistency. You mentioned Ingram gave you 29, but he might get you 13 tonight. They get no consistency.
Get him, Skip.
What drives me the most nuts about the greatness of LeBron James is that somehow he has become the biggest finger-pointing excuse maker in the history of sports on a nightly basis.
Exactly. Thank you, Skip.
Why he needs to keep doing this, especially now. This team doesn't need for him to be pointing fingers in the locker room.
Isn't that what I've been saying?
Trouble caused by him and Rich Paul at the trade deadline.
Exactly.
Hey, nobody know him and no Rich Paul.
Why you mad, Shannon? Because Skip is telling the truth? Look how Shannon gets emotionally triggered when he says it. Rich Paul was the reason. Didn't him and AD get fined? LeBron and Rich Paul set AD up. Look how the Pelicans are treating him now. He has to fulfill his duties and finish his contract, and they could trade him to wherever they want. Because he went out in public and said he demands a trade when he hasn't even fulfilled his obligations to the team. How old is Anthony Davis again? 24? Young mind? Idolize LeBron? LeBron don't care about you, AD. He's going to use you, and you're going to see why if you ever end up with the Lakers. And it probably will happen once again. But once again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, LeBron will be 36 by the time AD goes and plays with LeBron. And will it be too late or too late? Who knows?
The crowd wanted out. LeBron had no bearing on that. LeBron is a clown.
What a straight-up liar.
Dell dips into giving up Anthony Davis for about half of the Lakers. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Anthony Davis.
Yes.
Anthony said he's not signing a long-term deal. I don't understand how LeBron, because he's a client of Rich Paul and Clutch Sports, how we drag him into this.
Pretty simple, because him and Rich Paul are childhood friends. LeBron James and Rich Paul are both part of Clutch Sports. So you're telling me that he didn't take out Anthony Davis for that 2 for 20? Why do you think Anthony Davis went in public and said that he demanded the trade? In other words, they set him up. They told him exactly what to say. So in other words, Anthony Davis is a puppet to LeBron James. Cut the crap, Shannon. You're trying to defend your boo every single time with your little homoerotic infatuation of a man. And it's ridiculous. Cut it out.
The CEO.
No, he's not. That's Rich Paul's company.
So, back
Stop
to
it.
Saturday night, LeBron James could have so easily, as the unquestioned leader of the Los Angeles Lakers, dismissed what had just happened in New Orleans by saying, hey, for whatever reason, Anthony decided not to play or they chose not to play him, and we didn't take them seriously enough because they had just played.
I'm going to stop it right there because they really don't talk about like anything crazy after that. But I just wanted to show you those main points, honestly, because once again, this is Lewis with another video, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, what do you guys think of this situation? I think it's just literally gotten out of hand. And once again, it's just honestly really, really sad that it's happening in Lakerland. Magic Johnson, it's crazy how Luke Walton's going to get the scapegoat. Once again, defense, free throws, turnovers. And it keeps happening. So once again, man, this is your boy Lewis with another one, man. Bless up. One love, man. Peace. Thanks for watching.